It has been an honor to finally be able to introduce more of Harrisburg to traditional African dance and drumming. It's just a great community within itself because all the people are so supportive and connecting so strongly with one another. And so that helps with our, not just our physical fitness, but also our mental fitness. So we get a lot of benefit out of the Healthy Harrisburg program. And community is very important because that's how we start to heal. Like I said, from the inside out, that's the healing process. My personal journey started almost 30 years ago, actually. There used to be a little paper called The Guide. And Rafika Muhammad was my first dance teacher under African dance and drum. And she had an ad in that paper. It was a tiny little ad that said about African dance class. And I was like, oh, I want to try that. And I talked to one of my girlfriends at the time into going with me. And when we first started, we didn't even have live, we didn't have actual drums. She used recorded music at first. And I just fell in love with the music. So I always tell people that the drums call you to that class. Like once you hear the music, that's the thing that makes you feel connected, makes you want to move, and makes you come back. Everything else is just kind of secondary, but even traditionally, it's always the drums that start to call the people out in the community and make them want to come out and say, hey, what's going on? It's the same thing that happened with me. Iron sharpens iron, so I need to be able to make sure that I'm always learning and being able to bring that information and history, because it's more than just the moves. Like traditional African dance and drum, those dances were done for certain reasons. They come from certain places. So whenever I teach my class, I'm always going to talk about, this is the dance we're doing, this cohort, this is where it comes from, this is why it was done. So not only are they getting the joy of the music and the fitness of the dance, but they're also getting education. I would love to see it grow in the way of just more people embracing it, and then more drummers. Like I would love to start building, like to where maybe some people would want to start learning maybe even how to drum, adding the two pieces together, because there's like the music and drumming has its own healing properties that come along with that as well. One of our drummers is actually a licensed therapist, and he did his thesis or his paper on how African drums are healing. It's amazing.